Welcome back. We are on the third map between DIDI8 and Deadman, and this time we are on Twisted Meadows. Deadman, the nighttime player, this time in teal, spawning in the bottom left corner, so he seems to be going through all the colors, whereas DIDI8 is a little bit more consistent in that aspect. He is once again the player in orange. He's playing here, of course, as Night F again, and he spawns in the top right corner altar first for both of them. DIDI8 with the Ancient of War in front of his null camp, but Deadman is not going for the Ancient of War creep. He is going for a quick scout, first checked here, and now he's going to find DIDI8's Ancient of War, at least probably. Yeah, he does find the Ancient of War, knows about the spawn position, knows about basic strategic approach by his opponent, detonate, gets the No Overseer to attack the Ancient War, but just for a moment here. Apparently he prefers to be a pacifist, staring at the forest together with his two Null Overseer buddies. And on the other side of the map we do see an Ancient of War by Deadman as well, very much delayed compared to the Ancient of War of DIDI8, but it looks like he's not gonna go for early hunts or anything like that, or even mass hunts. But just for basically the same approach as DIDI8 here, just with a little bit of a slower Ancient of War. So yeah, I guess let's just quickly see Demon Hunter for both and Second Moonlight for both. So yeah, just based on the way the strategic choice early on turns out, so far this hasn't been worth it for Deadman. Of course, he might want to make use of his knowledge that is superior compared to DIDI8's knowledge at the moment, who hasn't scouted anything. Maybe he's gonna want to make use of that knowledge later on. For the moment though, it looks like both of them are probably gonna start creeping. Yeah, Demon Hunter here is heading to the null camp, and he's gonna get his archer out just in time, gonna get his Ancient of War uprooted. And everything seems to be fairly fine. Demon Hunter of DIDI8 did find the Ring of Protection. As you can see, he's slightly ahead in terms of creeping, but probably nothing game deciding. Meantime, let's take a look at the main bases. DIDI8 about to attack, I'm assuming. Whereas, let's just quickly wait here. Yeah, Deadman starts taking, DIDI8 starts taking as well, basically simultaneously. And DIDI8 continues creeping. Yeah, Gloves of Haste, of course, better item compared to the Ring of Protection, so Deadman slightly ahead in that aspect, and yeah, both of them are going to get level 2 right now. And both of them have uprooted their Ancients of War, and they continue producing archers, both of them. Of course, as always, we'll keep an eye on the main bases to see whether or not the players decide to build a Hunter's Hall. DIDI8 finally gets some scouting done, sees that there is nothing spectacular that he missed, so I guess he was not proven wrong by skipping the early scout. In the middle, the Demon Hunter tried to chase down the Wisp here. Let's see if he gets it. The Demon Hunter's not going to be able to do another hit here. Maybe the archers, but they don't get to do another hit as well, since Detonate is coming in time. 3 archers here against 2. The third one of Deadman is joining the fight as well, but Deadman's Demon Hunter has taken a little bit more damage. Neither of the players has dust, so the archers can be easily hidden. The Wisp here trying to get some blocking in, but the Demon Hunter is easily, Deadman's Demon Hunter is easily getting to the shop first, buying boots and dust. And since DIDI8 has neither of those items, he's gonna have a pretty hard time keeping up with his opponent's Demon Hunter. 1, 2, 3, 4 archers against 4 archers as well. So yeah, very similar game by both of the players so far. So now would be Hunter's Hall time. We do see a shop now, Hunter's Hall here, shop as well by DIDI8, and a Hunter's Hall by DIDI8. So yeah, there's the strategical deviation. The Demon Hunter of DIDI8 not going to the Goblin Merchant here to get boots, dust, etc. Just wants to make sure his archer survives, and he does so, getting the block in. The archer doesn't even have to use the mover, but she can do so any second now, and that's exactly what's happening. Shop is probably going to be cancelled, and it could be a little bit painful for DIDI8. Not exactly reminiscent of what happened on Echo Isle, since his movers are still full, and You know, it's not like there's a Naga in place here to punish him for not having a second hero yet or anything like that. So yeah, still nothing of game deciding significance happened. Keeper for DIDI8 and Naga again for Deadman. Let's just take a look at his main base. Shop is about to finish, Ancient of Wind is coming. So he is going into Archer's Tailends once again. Whereas DIDI8, one Ancient of Lore at the moment. He would have the resources for a second one. Maybe he wants to go tier 3 first.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Not quite sure. Getting the range upgrade for the archers. And tier 3, yeah. So he's going quickly for bears this time. Whereas Deadman with his archers, his Demon Hunter and his Naga isn't going to get aggressive immediately. There's not really any potential to do any significant damage at the moment against the well-defended base of DIDI8, where his army is and where there's Moonshoes and stuff for DIDI8 to fall back to. So Wind of Mana Stealing and Slippers of Agility for the Demon Hunter. Wind of Mana Stealing, of course, quite horrible. The Flute of Accuracy for the moment might be useful. Wow. Losing an archer here to creeps. Excuse me. Losing an archer here to creeps definitely shouldn't happen. And eventually he's definitely gonna sell the Flute. Once he's only gonna rely on bears anymore. And Deadman doesn't get a Tome of XP stolen here, only a Tome of Strength. In the meantime, still tier 2 for him. So this push, if he doesn't tech tier 3 like against bears, he can just add a second Ancient of Wind and go tier 3 and get Cyclone to get like rid of Rejuvenation and Cyclone stuff, of course. But if he doesn't do so and turns this into a big tier 2 push, then he's really gotta do damage here. Second Ancient of Lore is coming just now. First bear is gonna be out. I do think that Adept upgrade has already been researched. Mana Burns Exchange, Entangle on the DH. But yeah, there is definitely the potential to do some damage right now with the first Fairy Fires, with, see what the Demon Hunter is getting here, with one Heal Scroll. Before the bears really come into play, there's going to be one Rejuvenation available right now, so the Demon Hunter is going to be able to tank a little bit. Rejuvenation casted immediately as the fight begins. Demon Hunter going in for the Naga should probably survive, though, as the Rejuvenation isn't going to last for too long. Another Entangle on the Demon Hunter of Deadman, but that doesn't last too long as well. And the Deadman has definitely chosen the Ancient of Wonders as a weak point in DIDI8's defense over the Ancient of War, which is of course a lot more tanky and deals a lot more damage and isn't as valuable to DIDI8 at that stage of the game. Demon Hunter of Deadman has taken plenty of damage already. There's still the Heal Scroll available. Second Bear has come out, second Rejuvenation casted immediately. Demon Hunter really needs to be careful. But at the same time, tier 3 finished and Master upgrade coming at the same time. Until he's got the Master Bears ready to fight, DIDI8 is going to have to be very careful as well. Of course, there is no mana on his spares at the moment. One of the archers might get picked off here, as both the orange heroes are falling back into the main base of DIDI8. This might be a mistake by Deadman. This position up here is fairly awkward, and he should really try and not move in there with his super low HP DH and his super fragile ranged army. So this bear, okay, might be getting away here, using Master Form right now, but it looks like he's still going to fall. One more Rejuvenation is available for DIDI8 at the moment. He's using it on his DH, Naga level 2, and looking at the supply, he's actually ahead slightly, okay, because 8 supply are in production right now, but it feels like against this force, he's really gonna have to force a Town Portal to win some time, and I guess that's exactly what he's doing, to win some time in order for his Ancients of Lore to you know, be able to produce a couple of bears to get safely into the late game, and he might just have achieved that. So 2.5 DH against level 1.5 Keeper. I don't know if he even killed anything in this engagement. He forced the Town Portal, he paid for it greatly. Demon Hunter of Deadman is already level 3, Naga of Deadman level 2 already. Let's see what item he's going to pick up here. Wow, Flute of Accuracy as well. For him, of course, it's way better than it is for DIDI8. DIDI8, by the way, has still kept his True Shot Aura for the moment, Ring of Regeneration for him. And tier 3 has been finished already in the meantime, so Deadman, I've mentioned it previously, and an expansion on top of that. And a third Ancient of Wind even. So Deadman, I've mentioned it previously, if he hadn't gone to tier 3 here, this push would have really had to work. He would have had to do significant damage with it, if not even end the game already. But he's gone to tier 3. He's got double Ancient of Wind against the Bears. He's getting the third one even in anticipation for this expansion starting to run soon. Ring of Regeneration for Deadman as well. So pretty similar item drops for both of the players for the most part. And DIDI8 has scouted the expansion, so he knows about what's up. Deadman, can he fight this? I think he should be able to fight this. Deadman it is. He does not have a Staff of Preservation yet, so okay, he cannot just quickly staff that DH back. Moonchoose is entirely gone though as well. The Tree of Life should probably get going here inside of the forest to not allow the bears to snipe it, or at least root. Then again, DIDI8 with the treants here, there is no point in skilling the aura on the keeper, because there's exactly 1 melee unit available for Deadman that does any damage. So fight begins here, rejuvenation on the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter of Deadman is already down to half his HP, but it looks like DIDI8 doesn't even wanna go for a straight up fight here. The main goal is to get the Tree of Life killed, and it looks like that's very clearly going to happen here. One archer of DIDI8 has gone down. Demon Hunter is in some trouble. He has to use the town portal. The shop here is probably going to be cancelled. The keeper, is he gonna get the kill? No, he isn't. So both of DIDI8's heroes surviving here at very few hit points. 8 on the keeper, 22 on the Demon Hunter, but rejuvenation is you know, going to take care of that very, very quickly. So the expansion here is gone, and that means the triple Ancient of Wind should be really hard to support for Deadman, given that he's only one base. Both of the players are at about 50 supply. And expansion is actually coming by DIDI8 as well. So not scouted yet, I'm assuming, by Deadman. No, not scouted yet. And Deadman is getting another expansion at the bottom of the map, given that he knows that DIDI8 knows that the top has already been crept. The expansion where he was, or the natural where he was initially planning to get this expansion. So maybe the expansion on the bottom is going to come as a little bit more of a surprise to DIDI8. Invo Potion for the DH and the Slippers here not even picked up by any of the heroes. Even though the Naga has plenty of space, a little bit of a mistake there. Bears, by the way, no upgrades yet. Demon Hunter, in the meantime, reached level 3. Keeper almost 3. Anti-magic potion on the Demon Hunter, of course, to counter the Cyclone for 15 seconds. First couple of Dryads being produced as well. So yeah, if he gets that expansion going, then DIDI8 might be in a strong shape here. Orb of Darkness for the Naga, not great. Since the Demon Hunter has his orb, the Naga has her orb effect already, which is the slow arrow. And of course, the orb is way too expensive to keep. And Deadman, as we can see here, has scouted DIDI8's expansion right now, so he knows what's up. He still has his hero advantage. He's got, well, one heal scroll, one Immo Potion still. Second heal scroll bought, town portal newly bought, 50 supply for Deadman still, no upgrades on the archers, master of course on the talents, but no attack upgrades or anything like that. Archer of course with a range upgrade. And DIDI8, as we can see, is up at 67 supply. So this will be difficult, to say the least, for Deadman. 67 supply. The expansion here is going to be cancelled, but that's probably just a distraction from the expansion down here, which is going to come into play soon.
By the great winds I come.
So Scout was picked off here. Deadman has broken into low upkeep right now as well, sitting at 59 against 69.
Ah, the great outdoors.
And are we gonna see a fight here? That is the question. Item wise, it's not looking as good for DIDI8 actually. He doesn't have a single heal scroll, only the anti-magic potion, no invulns. So there is still a pretty decent chance, even though the supply count is lower for Deadman. But the first two bears have immediately fallen. The position is actually quite horrible for Deadman, for DIDI8. He didn't bring wisps here to get rid of all of the mana on these druids of the tail end, and therefore plenty of cyclones have already been used, and all of the bears of DIDI8, if I saw it correctly, have fallen. So that was a horrible fight for the Bulgarian here. 49 supply remaining for him against 55 for Deadman, who used all of his heal scrolls though.
I stand ready.
But still definitely way better for him. This was a pretty awkward fight for DIDI8, as I picked up on, okay, reveal used right now by DIDI8, I'm assuming, as I just picked up on before the fight started. He was very badly equipped in terms of items. Also with the expansion in his bag, I feel like he should probably already have an Ancient of Wind up, just to get like 3 fairy dragons or so on top of that to do tons and tons of damage to all of the druids of the Talon. Now Deadman is marching forward. He is probably going to get the kill on the Entangled Goldman here. Fog Lightning is coming in. Tons of detonates going into the Talon army. Let's see if Deadman is still going to be able to win this fight. His army looks so superior compared to the few bears that DIDI8 has on the field. 2 of his bears have already been taken out of the fight. Again, the Naga is in a bit of trouble. He's probably going to be able to force the town portal here. Cyclone going on the Keeper. Town portal should be used now, and it is. But even though, just taking a look here, the Demon Hunter is going to survive. Even though DIDI8 was able to force the town portal here off of Deadman, this was definitely another fight in Deadman's favor. Still only hero levels 3-3 for DIDI8. 51 supplies still against 53 remaining for Deadman, who's again getting his second expansion at the top, 3rd attempt in total, and this time he should be able to get that one up. Another Talon being produced. Item wise, he only got a new town portal. He really wants to go for it right now. Apparently doesn't wanna let DIDI8 build up a bigger army again. Doesn't want to have DIDI8 get like anti-magic potion and everything again. He's just going for it immediately. Demon Hunter did get the town portal transferred level 5.25 or so. 4.5 against 3.5, 3.5. So that pretty much tells the story of how the previous 2 fights went. And somehow Deadman is only up by 3 supply, but in a situation like that, like this, that already is pretty decent. So Demon Hunter is being cycloned, dispelled immediately. Staff has to be used already. Second bear is going to be focused down very quickly, and it looks like bears number 3 and 4 are going to follow. Next cyclone should be casted on the Demon Hunter in just a second, or it doesn't even bother to do so. Rejuvenation casted on the DH right now. Next bear, yeah, does need to cast cyclone to get rid of the rejuvenation. Next bear will probably be picked off, but actually DIDI8 is maybe gonna lose his Keeper here first before the next bear falls. Yeah, that's exactly the case. In return, Deadman was chasing pretty deeply into the army of DIDI8 and lost plenty of units in return. Still, he's of course way ahead in this game with the second expansion coming, with his army being way superior. 40 supply against 33. Cyclone on the Demon Hunter. He's got no items to protect him. Surround is still open on the bottom though. The Druids made sure of that, but the Demon Hunter still gonna have to run. Druid's actually pretty useful in that situation because Deadman has lost all of his archers, and therefore there isn't too much damage output available against the Druids, but the bears are just getting torn apart, and the Demon Hunter of Deadman is already about to reach level 6, whereas DIDI8 is just about level 4.5, so a huge XP lead for the Russian, and he's turning around to go for the expansion again. The Entangled Goldmine is not even filled at the moment, no wisps in there. In the meantime, this one is going to be filled in just a second. Deadman is back in low upkeep, whereas DIDI8 not exactly close at the moment to get there. DH is coming in again. Is he gonna try and go for another hero focus here to maybe force the town portal again? I'm assuming he doesn't even know about the second expansion being rebuilt again, and level 6 has been reached by the Demon Hunter, and yeah, there's just no way for DIDI8 to win this, even though he is doing a decent job at the moment in keeping the numbers fairly low for Deadman in terms of talents and archers. But the next hit of the DH, does he get it out? Yes, he does get it out, but the level up actually saves DIDI8. I was about to say the next hit of the DH will kill DIDI8's DH, but that wasn't the case. Doesn't change the fact that this game appears to be over. Demon Hunter is just getting rid of all of these bears super easily. One of them is being staffed here. Deadman is pushing forward. The ultimate is about halfway over. Is he just going for the kill on the altar? He might be doing just that, and it's going to work out pretty easily for him if he keeps attacking it. Main mines in the meantime have run out. This is still again not running. Entangled Roadman was killed. Ultimate is over right now. He's going for the Demon Hunter. The talents are kind of exposed, kind of clumped up, kind of victims to the detonates, but it doesn't matter. The Demon Hunter is going down, and that means that DIDI8 does have nothing left on the field except for 2 bears and 1 Dryad, and that is not going to be enough to beat a level 6 Demon Hunter and a level 5 Naga of Deadman. And thus ends game number 3. Deadman taking the series with 2-1 after being down 1-0 in the beginning. After losing his match, or the first match between the two on Turtle Rock. In this one, the push at the beginning of the mid game, say like once Deadman hit tier 2, already did a lot of damage. DIDI8 was still able to snipe the Tree of Life afterwards and get his own expansion up and running, which I guess was already a bit of a mistake by Deadman. But then the fight in the middle, like he was up in supply, but the position was perfect for DIDI8. The how do you call it? The preparation for the fight in terms of items was quite horrible for DIDI8. Did I say the position was perfect for DIDI8? I meant, of course, for Deadman. And that fight, I don't know if Deadman lost anything besides his heal scrolls. And DIDI8 lost his town portal and like 4 bears or so, and that already put him in a pretty tough spot. He was able to survive for a little bit longer afterwards by forcing a town portal in the fight in front of his expansion, but the fight afterwards was just not winnable anymore. Basically, basically the fight in the middle, I guess, was the key point in this game, where it really shifted into Deadman's favor. So he's taking his first victory here. He is now joining Creo and Hot at the top of the group with 3 points. DIDI8 not yet out. He can still advance in a 3-way tie for the 3rd place. And speaking of Hot and Creo, Deadman is not going to stay at the top of this group together with them for a very long time, because they are going to be taking place, or they are going to battle it out in the next best of 3, which we're going to see another Night Death Mirror, of course. And as always, I hope you'll tune in for that. I hope you liked this one, even though I kinda lost it here in the past 60 seconds or so. As always, thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you soon. Bye.